All right, we have a Plat 5 Juno. Now, if you want coaching yourself, feel free to join the Discord. Currently, though, I'm not really accepting codes until season 13, and the reason why is because codes reset, and I already have codes like already set up until Tuesday. So just keep that in mind. Not accepting any codes until season 13, because when season 13 comes around, all the codes will be reset, and like I'll just have a fresh new set of them until like the 2-week patch note. As well as make sure to like and subscribe and check out Zuxi. His channel will be in the description. All right, so starting off, normally I don't really like positioning right over here. Well, almost I never position over here, and the reason why is because in once you get into that Masters GM level, even in Diamond, or like even I'd say sometimes even in High Platinum, they're gonna dive you instantly right here, and they're just gonna crunch down on you. You try to run away, more than likely going to die. So just keep that in mind. Sitting up here, death trap waiting to happen. So preferably though, I'd probably just be trying to like kind of just position myself right here, look for any damage if I can, make sure I can just like get heals, speed boost my tank in and out whenever I can, and look for that moment I can kind of use my tracking beam just to get out a good amount of burst damage. Yeah, once again, kind of rotating around here, putting a lot of pressure onto your team, making it a 4v5, and in result your tank's kind of taking a little bit of damage right here. Thankfully, though, your tank's fine. Let's talk about that real quick. Tracking beams didn't really need, as well as a speed boost. The whole enemy team's like kind of distanced away. So your Reinhardt, even if he gets that speed boost, he can't really crush down on anybody that he wants to. So just overall, both of those kind of used a little bit too early. Right. Yeah, once again, tracking beams right there. Not really useful. I mean, I know it gave a little bit of heal burst, but I mean, overall, you get definitely a lot more value out of it if you're using it a bit later. Right now, though, would be like a pretty good time to throw down like your speed boost right here, just to allow nice, perfect right there. Just allow your tank to get back a little bit. Just kind of keep your distance a little bit, just so you can like kind of not be like killable, because where you're at right now leaves you a little bit more killable. Kind of like try to position yourself maybe like where the rest of your team's kind of positioning. You see the Mercy right here, kind of taking a little bit cover. Maybe she could position like right over here, and your Torb right there taking cover right over here. But you're kind of open in the middle of here. Same thing as your soldier, but this is Plat 5, as well as your soldier is kind of fine being able to do that. Just don't rely on the Rhine shield too much. Well, you can rely on, let me take that back. You can rely on the Rhine shield quite a bit, but this is platinum, so the Rhine shield isn't really as trustworthy, because that Reinhardt could take down that shield any moment, because usually Reinhardts in this rank don't really care about their teammates, they just use it for themselves. As well as a speed boost right there. Actually, let's go back and kind of look at that speed boost again. Speed up. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Not necessarily the biggest fan of you kind of like going into this room right here and throwing that down. Preferably kind of just like walk here a little bit, throw it down right there. Kind of enables your Reinhardt to go in a little bit. I think your Reinhardt still got it. He might have still got it. I don't know if he like in fact got it, but just try to like kind of do it this way so you like can guarantee the hit on him, because I mean you're pretty close to missing him with that if just by rotating like right around there. Yeah, you want to be constantly looking to enable your Reinhardt as much as possible with that speed boost. As well as right now, speed boost right here is a bit of a waste, because you see your Reinhardt's like hard feeding right now. So you're going to want to like, honestly, you're going to want to wait until he kind of like rotates probably right around here. And then you're going to kind of have to like force yourself to push up and just hope that you don't really get jumped by the queen too much to the point where she kills you, just so you can throw down speed boost to get your Reinhardt back out. As well as track beams once again. not really much of a reason to use them. You got to kind of find open opportunities for when your team's about to take a lot of damage, or if your team is like, or if you just want to like overall get like a bunch of hits off from on like the enemy team. Got to focus on what's going to make the biggest difference with those. So far though, like you had a few opportunities to use it, but I noticed like almost every single time you've used it, they weren't like the greatest. There's a few of them that were like arguably okay, but normally I prefer them to be a little bit more valuable. So like using them preemptively, just like get the edge into the fight, or just using them like mid-fight even, or not really mid-fight, or like a few seconds early into the fight is what I'd probably best try to use them, just so you can get some damage out on the enemy team as well as some heals on your team. Now, speed boost, you had the right idea, just kind of blows up, or try to get a little bit more closer to the Reinhardt. Not a bad speed boost though, because you did have the right idea on it. Now right now, kind of just like spam or like type it twice in chat, group up. Your Reinhardt's hard feeding. The longer your Reinhardt stalls right here, which I'm hoping he backs up. But if your Reinhardt doesn't back up here, guaranteed I can guarantee you you're probably gonna give up this point. The closer you are to the enemy spawn, the harder, or like the higher the risk of you giving up a point. All right, as well as right here, look where you're at, kind of out in the open, preferably kind of position yourself like right here, get some shots off, because you can still see your Reinhardt if you need to peek a little bit more further, but just be ready to like, just make sure you're using natural cover, because if you're not using natural cover and sitting out in the open like this, at any moment you could just get like wiped, especially once you get into the higher ranks. You're gonna get punished for that a lot more. Now, with your ult though, I preferably, like, if you're going to use ult, use your ult and then use your tracking beams first, or your tracking bubbles, and then afterwards, because it kind of like gives you a larger burst of damage. Just keep that in mind. That's normally what I like to do, at least for Juno, is I like to throw it on ult and then use my tracking bubbles. Once again, right there, no one needed healing, so kind of using your tracking bubbles right there. Not really.
Time for the reckoning.
Yeah, your best bet right here, though, this would be a perfect time to kind of use your speed boost. Like right there with your with their queen getting in like there, that you use your speed boost, allowing like your team kind of to just crunch down on the queen faster. Can just enable the queen to die sooner, and in result, you can like get a better chance on guaranteeing the like fight to be won. Now, as well as right there, that would be a good time to use your speed boost as well, just to like kind of create distance from you and the Genji, or your team overall in the Genji. Or you could try to use it to just try to get your Reinhardt out, but your Reinhardt's continuously feeding so far from what I see, so I'm not gonna like 1000% blame you for that. Kind of a tough situation. Let's just hope. Luckily though, the queen did die early, so your Reinhardt is able to like kind of regroup. Unfortunately, speed boost once again. You used it really close. You want to use that on your Reinhardt ASAP, because I mean, your Reinhardt, look at his health now. I mean, he might be able to get out, but there is a good chance now that he's probably, I'd say there's a pretty good chance that he's probably going to die, just because the Zen's like full spraying him, as well as if he gets Discord on him, he's just going to get like, he's just going to explode. Then did die. Yeah, but unfortunately Reinhardt died. If he would have gotten that little bit of speed boost right there, he might have actually been able to survive that.
Heroes never die.
As well as right now, your best bet, just rotate out. Try to get out as soon as you can. The team fight is lost. Your Reinhardt fed. There's always something that you could do like a little bit more to try to like enable your Reinhardt to not feed as much. Like for example, typing group up in the chat. I don't think you typed it at all because I didn't really hear the voice line. But if you type group up in the chat right there, there's a good chance, like especially in Platinum, they're probably going to listen to you. As well as I'd probably recommend trying to like kind of rotate out this way, just so you can kind of like set up and wait for your team just to regroup. It was good that you took cover for a minute, but then as soon as like you noticed that the queen wasn't really paying attention to you, you can kind of try to rotate out a little bit. Maybe, just maybe, it might be a better option just to like kind of rotate back out this way and just hit the respawn so you can get the respawn, or go into the respawn. Press your left stick inwards, because I know that you're on console. Press your left stick inwards and you'll respawn at the other spawn, or your other like current spawn. And if you do that, be able to respawn with your team. I just really think if your team sits here, they're probably going to get crunched down and die, because I mean it's going to be a 5v3. You don't have a tank. I can almost guarantee these two guys are dead. Probably you're going to die as well, unless you like rotate right now. It might be a little bit too late to get into this because it might disappear just as you're walking back. So your best bet would probably kind of rotate right around there. Yeah, there goes your Pharah. There goes your Torb. For some reason, you were super lucky, but the Junker Queen, who's full health, decided to not engage on you. I don't know if she just didn't see you or anything like that, but just know that, like high platinum, she's probably going to crunch down on you. Hey. Yeah, best bet right here is as soon as you back out. Sorry, I had the yawn right there. As soon as you back out, you could probably double jump right here and then use your like hover. Just like go right around here and rotate here, because rotating here might have been like a little bit of a better option, just so you can get to your Malga, heal your Malga up a little bit, as well as if you got any players over here who are taking like a little bit more damage, you can just double jump over here, giving them a little bit of heals, and then just keep focusing on it exactly where you're at over here. On top of that, you can kind of like focus right over here, like destroy turret, destroy trap, or just do overall damage to the enemy team right there. Yeah, oh, okay, yeah. What you're doing right now, though, very, very, very risky, because, I mean, Junker Queen almost killed you right there. She was one shot off from, like, one direct hit off from dropping you right there. Yeah, and unfortunately, you kind of stayed in the room right here. This room is a bit dangerous, so just keep that in mind. You can go into this room if you want. Just make sure that like there's going to be no players all the way over there, as well as make sure there's no tank sitting right here. If you're going to like go and zoom right through, just rotate around this way. It's a little bit more better and simple. All right, looks like you got rezzed. Yeah, overall right now though, I mean your best bet is kind of just like drop down right here, look for damage. Just be ready to like back out as soon as you can. Heal up. Keep looking for damage. Right now, this is your overall just like opportunity to just keep looking for damage.
Pass into the iris.
As well as kind of backed up like a little bit too far, and none of your teammates were in your LOS. In a result, your Malga died. Probably had a chance to kill your Malga there if you kind of didn't get out of LOS. Right? Yeah, would have as soon as you saw that orb push up. That's why I'm kind of like saying maybe position yourself like right around here. You still would have been able to see your team if you're positioned like right over here, as well as if they try to like push up exactly like that, they're not going to get right in your face, and you'll kind of have an ability to either like drop down here or just like jump up here, rotate over here, or even just like jump right around over here and rotate over here. But if you're kind of out in the open right here, your only way is kind of like either backing up, maybe even trying to take that as cover or trying to take this as cover. And sometimes, especially if you're versing a Torp who hits his shots, probably gonna die. And currently right now though, good discipline on not using your ult right there.
Time for the reckoning.
Nice. Unfortunately though, I mean personally I wouldn't use ult right there as well, but somehow they managed to 3v4. Not necessarily the biggest fan of you using ult there, but I mean overall, yeah, overall though, I don't think you're gonna win a 2v3 like that. I think now it's gonna be a 2v4. Just an unfortunate event right there, to be honest. I wouldn't blame you for that. I mean, there's always something that you can do with your abilities wise, but personally, I don't blame you for not using your ult in the beginning because, I mean, the situation looked pretty simple and it looked like your odds were gonna be in your favor if your team just didn't really like feed a lot right there. Team fed, and then you kind of panicked a little bit. Your best bet is just rotate out so you can retake card as soon as they cap, to be honest. Or if your team's like kind of like, if you have enough faith in your team and it's like a 4v like 5 or anything like that, you can use your Juno right there, and there's a chance that you might actually be able to win that. Unfortunately though, Mauga's kind of feeding once again. Thankfully he backed up this time. Yeah, just try to save your speed boost a lot for the tank when you're playing, because I mean your tank needs to get in and out, and it helps you it helps enable your team or your tank to make like a lot more space, especially in Overwatch 2. It's a little bit harder to make space than Overwatch 1, so just keep that in mind. Those right there, trekking beams once again, you want to get maximum value out of it. So like you can kind of peek like right over here, maybe just like jump onto this and then jump up again. Then you can get like maybe 2 shots off on your trekking beam right there, as well as some heals on your teammates for a little bit of regen. But overall, I mean, like your tracking beams, you got to find like maximum value out of them. You're kind of like using them at random or like off cooldown and everything like that. And overall, like it's not really gaining you a ton of value. Like there's always like if you use it like 2 seconds earlier or 2 seconds later, you could always like get like a little bit more value out of it. But you're kind of using it like just as you get it, and in result, it's kind of like not really benefiting you entirely. As well as your speed boost right there. I mean, not the worst, honestly. It allowed your Venture to kind of go in a little bit. Unfortunately, though, Farah was probably going to die. Nothing you can do about that. Don't overextend to get her out. I don't hate that attempt for the tracking orbs, though. Honestly, that's a good speed boost right there. I don't hate that speed boost at all. As well as ult. Probably could have walked up to this wall right here and then like jumped up a little bit and then used ult if you're going to use ult right here. Probably could have gotten like a little bit more value out of it. Nice tracking beam though. You see how much damage he did? Look at the Torp's health, look at the Life Weaver's health, and look at the Soldier's health. All of them instantly like almost a half health just because you use your ult and then use your tracking orbs after. That's what I want to see more out of. Looks like you're somehow, this is like the weirdest spot I've ever seen anybody stop a payload. But I mean nice work. As well as a nice tracking orb right there as well. I mean, it was good. Your 2 last like tracking orbs right there, pretty clean. as well as your speed boost.
0-2.
So far, like, your speed boost has been fine, or not really fine, but like there's definitely opportunities where you can gain more value out of them. So just try to focus on like when you like know you're going to be able to enable your team inwards or enable your team outwards with it,
At a time.
rather than kind of just throwing it down and just having your teammates like just run through it and like not really gain a whole lot of value out of it. And then when the enemy team pushes up, you're just on cooldowns.
Don't do that. You
Just
don't
keep
even
that in
know their
mind.
Cultural value.
I know the value of a lot of money.
Well,
As well as
I know
this
the
was
value
the
of
Ana
fucking
slash
you on the
Curie
head.
that I coached in the Silver 4 game. That, I mean,
If we
I
can
guess
make it,
my coaching session helped them enough to allow them to basically climb through the ranks in like, what was it, like 2.5, 3 weeks. They're able to climb all the way out of Silver and straight into Plat 5. So, I mean, nice work on getting into Plat 5.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Honestly, I'm really hoping this will kind of open up your mind and you'll be able to hit like Diamond now. So, I mean, that would be awesome if you're able to hit Diamond. Especially in like within 2 months, being able to hit Diamond. That would be awesome. Like, that's hard to do. Especially in a game like Overwatch. It's killing the Doomfist. Nice job, actually, like kind of using cover right there. I did notice that you're kind of using cover a little bit right there. I don't hate the I don't necessarily hate the speed boost right there. Nice striking beams as well. I don't hate those as well. Maybe, just maybe, you kind of could have waited like a little bit longer on them so you can kind of like speed boost your tank inwards and then kind of use your tracking beams, just so you can like add a lot of damage outwards like that.
Watch yourself.
Yeah, as well as jump on this cart and then jump up twice and then kind of use your hover to heal your venture right there. Yeah, as well as make sure you're looking for a little bit more damage. I noticed that you're not really like looking for too much damage so far. You have been getting some damage out, but I mean, you could be getting just like a little bit more damage out, and you won't be having to like heal as much just based on the amount of damage you're getting out. Luckily, their Doomfist has fed twice. Just try to like stack up on your abilities a little bit right here and just get ready to like full on engage, kind of like in a dive manner is what I'm kind of looking at, or is what I kind of like to try to get out when I'm playing Juno, for example. As well as you can kind of see this thing right here. That's where this is. Now you can try to like rotate maybe right around here and try to destroy it a little bit, but it's a little bit risky. In this rank, you're probably not going to die doing it. Just be aware, especially if you use alt right here. Just as soon as you see that like kind of beam right there, you know where Pylon is. Pylon needs to go as soon as you can. That is the first thing I look on no matter what role I play, is where is Pylon when I'm bursting on the Lari, and can I get rid of it as soon as possible, as well as exactly right where you're at, right over here, kind of sitting out in the open again. Rotate around, kind of try to use cover. Unfortunately, now okay, actually somehow your tank managed to not really take any damage when playing against them right there. So I guess overall you might actually be able to clutch this and win this. Nice orb. Now right here, speed boost, like instantly speed boost your tank right here. Your tank can easily go in and drop 2 of them right there if he's got that speed boost on him, as well as tank right there. Like, this is what I'm saying, like speed boost, you have to like try to enable players to like crunch down. If players like need to get out, speed boost them out. If you want like your player to go in and start like just dropping all the squishies like your Malgo could have done right there, throw down that speed boost. Your Malgo would have absolutely crushed down on both of them right there. probably would have killed one of them like sooner. But now, unfortunately, he's probably not going to be able to kill any of them. Honestly, nice job looking for some damage right over here. That was kind of like a cheeky angle. I honestly like that. Like, I'm liking that you're kind of looking for a little bit of damage right now. You notice that nobody really needs healing. Look for damage.
For you.
No one can hide.
Objective A captured. Escort
Good job on the cap. Good job on the kill on the Hanzo as well.
I spot a turret. Does this help?
Coming through.
Keep the payload moving.
Not so fast.
Injury detected.
Not really a whole lot to talk about right now. Doomfist dove in, killed your Widow. I don't think that's really on you. I don't think there's anything that you really could have done against that.
Take it out.
As well as right there, try to kind of time out Doomfist's. Okay, your Mauk is definitely dead. Try to time out Doomfist's punch like that. Or his block, because as soon as he unblocks, if you would have shot like 2 shots down on him right there, there's a good chance he probably could have died right there. Or there is a chance that he probably could have died right there.
Welcome to orbit.
As well as if you're going to be using your ult, you're kind of sitting back a little bit too far when you use your ult. Kind of like try to rotate, like if you want to like use your ult a little bit more aggressively, I would kind of like try to like move myself like right over here and like then use ult like right there, because it kind of enables your team a little bit more.
Let's increase our pace.
Clear out. Nice work.
Watching now. I see you.
Nice orbs. That was a good orb. I'll give it to you. Ult though, kind of like try to like use it where your team can kind of get like more enabled from it.
Return to Stardust.
It's go time.
Meteor strike.
Hyperbeam out.
We got it where we want it.
All right.
Like a volcano.
Good job so far. Dang, your soldier is going crazy. Nice work on your soldier and getting a 5k right there. I know the enemy team helped, but like all finishing blows, that's nice.
My duty is being done.
Thank you.
Greetings.
So yeah, overall, let's just talk about everything that you need to work on. Speed boost, try to like, I know you do have like the grasp on like being able to speed boost in and out and everything like that. You were talking to me about that like through Discord as you sent me the code. And I mean, overall, these speed boosts weren't like the worst, but definitely like you could have been using them a little bit better. That's what I'm trying to say. As well as your tracking beams, towards the end, you got like a little bit more value than you were kind of using them in the beginning. So just keep that in mind. Try to make sure you can get like maximum value out of them. Make sure you can get like a burst of healing before your team goes in, or just give like them a burst of damage, or give the enemy team a burst of damage as well as ult, and then use your tracking beam. Just make sure you're mainly kind of focusing on your tank a little bit. That's mainly what I try to do when I play Juno. Is most of the time when I'm using speed boost. Oh, sorry about that. When I'm using speed boost, I have like hiccups right now. When I'm using speed boost, most of the time I'm trying to like mostly enable the tank when I am using speed boost. But yeah, anyway, I hope this video helped you out, and I will see you later.